Hello, welcome to our YouTube channel TechnoGrid. In today's video, we are going to discuss about smart energy meter and automation. So coming to the contents, so we'll be looking into the introduction of the project, followed by the objective, existing technology, components, design flow, block diagram of implementation, and finally the results. So coming to the introduction now, as I said, the project name is Smart Energy Meter and Automation. So the background of this project, as we know, is to measure electricity or the energy consumption. Electricity plays an important role in our day-to-day life, everyone knows. And the energy consumption in India is the third biggest after China and USA, with 5.5% global share in, as per the 2016 statistics. And the per person energy use rate in India is close to zero point 0.7 kilowatt, and India's share with the global energy demand will rise to 9% by 2035. So this is just the introduction about the energy statistics currently available as per 2016 data. And now energy meter is an electrical instrument that measures the amount of electrical energy used by the consumers. So we can see in our homes or offices everywhere, and these energy meters are installed by the government energy supplier companies, for example Bescom, etc. So they basically just measure the amount of electrical energy that is being consumed by the consumers. So this is just about the energy meter. So but we are actually doing about the smart energy meter. Now coming to the objective of our project, the foremost objective of this project is to create awareness about energy consumption and efficient use of home appliances for energy savings, and to design a modern energy meter with automation capabilities and real-time consumption monitoring. So basically we are just fetching the data about the consumption of energy, and we are going to push the data it's into cloud and an app, so that users can daily monitor how much energy they are spending at the end of the day or whenever they need, and plan for energy savings accordingly. And also smart automation capabilities are added to this project, like automatic light on and off using LDR sensor will be implemented, so that even energy is being consumed by this part. Now coming to the existing technology, as we all know, there is no smart energy meter as of now in the current scenario. Due to manual work, our existing electricity billing system has major drawbacks. So basically a person comes and at the starting of the month takes the reading of the previous month, like the energy consumed, and just generates the bill and gives it to the person currently. So with the development in wireless communication technologies by the use of microcontroller, there are many improvements in automating various industrial aspects for reducing manual efforts. Presently, maintenance of the power is also an important task, as the human operator goes to the consumer's house and produces the bill as per the meter reading. So as I said, the current scenario is like this, where a person comes and generates the bill and gives it to the owner or the concerned person. But as we know, like wireless technology is drastically improved now, we can automate this, and we can directly, instead of having human intervention for getting the bill generated, it can be directly pushed to the cloud and automated, such that real-time energy monitoring will be done and instant bill generation will happen. So let us see the components required for this project. Firstly is the Arduino Uno. This is the microcontroller we are using for calculation of energy. So just a brief specifications, there are 40 GPIO pins. So GPIO stands for general purpose input output pins. So and there are two voltage supply options here, 5 volt and 3.3 volt, and the chip is the Atmel 328P microcontroller in the Arduino Uno board, and there are 6 pulse width modulation pins among the total 40 pins. Then the most interesting part is Arduino is the open source platform, so it is easy to get the documentation or get the open source support from many developers across the world, and it also supports serial communication, which is also an important part. Next is the Node MCU. This is also a microcontroller kind of thing, but this has the additional feature of Wi-Fi connectivity option. So we can connect this to the cloud, and we can also push data to the cloud using the ESP8266 Wi-Fi chip present inbuilt on this Node MCU development board. It has 22 GPIO pins, and as I said, ESP8266 Wi-Fi module chip, and highly efficient and reliability, and popular than other Wi-Fi booster packs. Like, it is a bit easier to use, the packages are easier to use, and we'll be coding this using Arduino IDE itself, so that is also an advantage here. The main sensor of project is the ACS712 current sensor. So this will be measuring the current the load is consuming when the load is turned on. So this will be connected to the microcontroller. It works based on the Hall effect, and it follows the linear operation, and the operating voltage required is the 5-volt operating voltage. So you need to connect it to the 5-volt supply in the microcontroller, and there are different different models available, like support for 5 ampere, 20 ampere and 30 ampere. In our project we have used the 30 ampere module one, so it can measure up to 30 ampere current consumption. And for the LDR sensor, LDR sensor stands for light dependent resistor. So basically the resistance value across this sensor depends on the light intensity, or the light incident on the sensor. So it is a photoresistor with decreasing resistance to increasing incident light, and it is a small sensor. So basically when the light intensity which falls on a sensor increases, the resistance decreases across the sensor, and we'll discuss further how we are using the sensor in our project. And this is the relay. It's a 5-volt relay, 12-volt relay, sorry. So it is basically used for the switching of the load as per the digital signal, digital input signal which is given to the relay. So next we will see the design flow. So the figure A shows the smart energy meter flow, design flow. First the system will be turned on, then it will be checking for whether the load is present or not. If the load is not present, it will be just waiting for the load, or it will be just idle. If the load is present, then it will be calculating the power, energy and the bill amount. Then using the Wi-Fi option, it will be connecting to the cloud and showing data on the app and the cloud. So figure B is the flowchart for app control. So as I said, even we have the automation part in our project. Via the app, there will be a certain load connected, and there will be an option for light on off. So first the system will be turned on, it will be checking for the app control which is given from the app by the user. If he gives off, lights will turn off. If he gives on, the lights will turn on. And flowchart for dark environment. So the LDR sensor basically. So system will be turned on. It will be in the checking for dark environment, whether there will be some threshold value set. So above that it is dark, and below that it is not dark. So appropriate, based on the appropriate conditions, lights will turn on and off. And there's one more thing for the operation mode. This is just in development part. So what we thought was, suppose if you want to run any light or any load at half efficiency using PWM technique, we can control that. Suppose if you don't want that much light intensivity or the darkness, you can just control that also via the app. That is the operational mode flowchart. Now coming to the block diagram of the system. So first we'll go from left to the right. So firstly the Arduino, as I said, it has the ACS712 current sensor and the load connected to the current sensor, and both are connected to Arduino directly, and Arduino will be calculating all the energy, power and bill amount. So it will be doing all the computation. So it has more capability than the Node MCU. That data will be sent to Node MCU serially. It is a bi-directional communication. I'll tell how. So that will be sent to the Node MCU, and Node MCU will upload it to the Firebase. That is the cloud service we are using to publish the data. It is by Google. If you want to know more about Firebase, I'll drop a link in the description. You can go through that. And Firebase is in turn connected to the Android app. There are, as I said, there are on-off controls, etc. in the Android app. So that data is being sent to Firebase. So again, as I said, it is a bi-directional communication. Both data is sent from Android app and pushed to the Android app. and from the Firebase it will send the value to Node MCU. So Node MCU will send this message to Arduino, and Arduino will take necessary decision. So Node MCU is also connected to the PWM feature. So basically for controlling the efficiency of the, like if you want to decrease the brightness of a bulb, you can do that. And Node MCU is also connected to the LDR sensor. Based on the light intensity, automatical automation will be happening. So based on light intensity, if you want to turn on and off the bulb, you can do that. And this is the circuit diagram. So we can't exactly put the entire circuit in the circuit softwares which we have got now. I have used Fritzing software, so I'll just give the brief overview. Arduino microcontroller is connected to the ACS712 current sensor, and from the supply there is also a load connected. One wire will be given to the load and one wire will be given to the sensor. So it will be measured when the circuit gets completed. Meanwhile, the sensor calculates the amount of energy, I mean the amount of current, only the current it will be measuring. Current will be measured from the load, and it will be sent to Arduino. So Arduino, using this current value, it will multiply with the voltage value. In India we know that voltage value is 220 volts as standard. So it will multiply both current and voltage value to get the power value, and it will multiply with the suitable amount of time that the load is present to get the energy value, and this will be pushed serially to the Node MCU, and Node MCU will be connecting to the local Wi-Fi network and pushing that data to Firebase cloud. This is what the image is depicting. Then it is also connected to the LDR. Node MCU is connected to the LDR sensor and efficiency part of the thing which we discussed earlier. So based on the values of light intensity, Node MCU appropriately switches on and off the load which is present, that is the bulb in this case, in the right side of the image. This is a circuit diagram we saw. Finally, let us see the results now. So after making the energy setup, the setup was looking as shown in the right side of the image. So that's how it looks with all the loads, Arduino, Node MCU, LDR sensor, everything connected. So energy meter is after running the pushing the code into the Arduino. Energy meter sends data to periodically to the server, and which is simultaneously measured by the user through our custom built app and display along the time stamp indicating the instant of measurement. So it is giving us the instant value of energy being consumed by the user on the app. The parameters displayed are the power, energy and total bill at that instant, along with comparison statistics of average users displayed through graph. This is in the development part. It is not completely done, it's still going on. So basically it will display the stat graph, like yesterday how much you consumed, today how much you have consumed, like that. It will plot a graph. The measurement has a 98% accuracy to the manual readings, and it is very efficient in operation. So as a prototype we can't guarantee 100% of accuracy, because as the sensor is also to the prototype level, not of the industry grade type, and it works based on the Hall effect as I said in previous slides, and there will be some noise acoustics which is being coming into the picture, or the radiation interference which is also causing to the inaccuracy. So that's also the reason, but as a prototype or as a project, this is very good, and the concept will be get to know in detail when we go hands-on with the project. And this is the data that is being pushed to the Firebase. This is how it appears. So energy meter is the bucket, in that there are different fields, and it will be updating the values instantly. And right side you can see that is the app which is made, the Android app which is made by us. It will be having the energy, power and the amount. Yeah, that's it about the smart energy meter. If you have any doubts, or if you want to get to know more about this project, you can just contact the email ID given in this slide, and all questions and doubts are welcome. Feel free to ask any questions and doubts. Yeah, thank you.